I've not really been one of those people that's like harping on we've got to have leaderboards and stuff like that, because whatever, Diablo 4 is taking lots of the great stuff from Diablo 3 and inserting it into itself. I've been more bored by the season 6 whatever PTR Diablo 2.0 than I thought I would be. And now it's finally hit me that we really do need leaderboards, like now. We need them now because, normally on a PTR, I have fun blasting through everything, but I hit a wall with this PTR where I felt like, well, what's next? What do I do now? I don't really care. You know what I mean? I don't even care about pushing anything, really, which is weird. Because in a PTR, the whole idea of an exciting item dropping isn't really there because you can just get everything to test stuff, which is fine. That's the point of the PTR. But what I'm noticing is if I were playing the season and stuff had been dropping, I would still feel not powerful enough, number one. But number two, I would then have nothing to like really do with it. And I feel like we need something. So that's why I believe we need to add leaderboards. And if we do that, I want to start at these 4 torment tiers. So basically, I want a leaderboard for every torment tier. Torment 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Now, maybe the point is moot and you shouldn't do that for torments 1 and 2 or even 3 because all the top people of 3 and 4 will just top out the leaderboards of 1 and 2. So what does it matter? So maybe that is true and we don't need one for each torment 1, 2, 3, 4 separates. Maybe that's true. But we got to have one. And I would say that if that were the case, then make the leaderboard available once, you hit, torments 1 or 3 or 4. I don't know how you want to do it. I really think they should be available, though. As long as you get into torment, you'll make a leaderboard spot if you can. And of course, I just think that will help us measure ourselves. It will give you more of an end game goal. Like, I've got to get to torment 4 so that I can try to get on the leaderboard somehow, And maybe you could make it so that once you enter Torment 2, you no longer can place on the leaderboard of Torment 1. So if you are ripping it in Torment 2, whatever your Torment 1 record was is now gone because you're in Torment 2. Or do you know what I'm saying? So that way it makes it fair. So if you're somebody in Torment 1 who can't get past Torment 1, you are still able to rank on the Torment 1 leaderboards. But once you cross over into Torment 2, your leaderboards would be wiped out, and that would make it so you'd have something new to strive for in the new Torment, and you could decide whether you want to risk your record or your moment of that Torment going into the next one, or if you want to keep just pushing it in Torment 1, 2, or 3. That could be kind of fun. There's some trouble with some of that, or there's some good things with some of that. I hope that people really do listen to what I just said here and my version and idea of what the leaderboards should be and could be in Diablo. I think they were super important in Diablo 3. They just really were. They were the whole reason you were playing it. And as this game continues to seemingly become a little bit more like Diablo 3, rather, you got to have the leaderboards come back because that was what held Diablo 3 together for most of the player base post-2014. So you've got to bring the leaderboards back. And also, it was prominent in Diablo 2 as well, so in different ways, but you got to have it. It's just got to come back. There's got to be something else to this than what we have, and then we can go from there. But I believe now that is a vital thing, and this is after playing the PTR for quite a bit and trying to figure out why am I doing this. There were several moments where I felt hopeless or like, you know what, why am I playing so much Diablo, man? I should go out and do something. You know what I mean? But you really got to hook me, the casual gamer dad and the casuals, and give them something to shoot for. I mean, I don't usually do better than a 135 Greater Rift in Diablo 3 most of the time. But the fact that the measuring stick is there so I can know how things are going for me because I play the same build every season, I really have a good measuring stick of how well is this season going compared to other seasons. It's just something that I believe is necessary. It will work for everybody. Then you can talk about how you probably need solo self-found in the game. I don't know if we'll ever get that, though, so you're going to be stuck with the same problem of people who can party up and play with other teams are going to do better. So that's a problem, but whatever. I'll take that problem. Again, it's like we're reliving all the problems of Diablo 3 all over again now because those were already solved. If you haven't played Diablo 3 in the last 5 years, almost all the problems that were solved to make the game as good as it possibly could be by the end. And it's just such a great version of Diablo 3 compared to 2012, 13, 14, 15. And now we're have to relearn everything about that all over again here with Diablo 4, this hybrid of Diablo 2, 3, and this new Diablo 4. I still am waiting for Diablo 4 to really come up with that sort of killer app or that big thing that Diablo 4 does that the other Diablos didn't do, that holy shit, this is the game changer. And I think that they should continue to try to find whatever that is in seasons by experimenting in seasons coming up where they can be like, this is the thing people love doing. That's the game mode. That's the new end game. This is going to be permanent, and that's what we're looking for. And I think the altar in Diablo 3 is one of those things for Diablo 3. You getting through that altar of rights thing is wicked fun. And if you have not played that, that should also be in Diablo 4. Do you know what I mean? And then potentially they should bring in real or better rune words, like more Diablo 2 rune words if they can. And if they could really replicate authentically almost the Diablo 2 rune words, or at least expand on these ones to make them a little more complicated and a little more dynamic and a little bit more fun. And then couple that with maybe an altar of rights from Diablo 3 into this. And it sounds like this season coming up is almost like the season of enmities that we just got in Diablo 3, where we're going into hell portals, though, where there's crazier stuff going on to speed through the season. So it does just give us more of that, because the last 3 to 4 years of Diablo 3 worked out great. Do all that in Diablo 4 and then do more. Do you know what I mean? Why not? So that's my opinion. What do you think? If you're seeing this video, share it around. I want to know how I'm not correct or what I'm wrong here with, and what could be better of what I just said. But I do believe now, I wasn't pushing for it before, but we need leaderboards. We need something, and we need genuine leaderboards, not fake ones. We need real ones, and then we need the team leaderboards, because then teams will be doing stuff, team runs and different things like that. Everything from fastest kill of Uber this one to Uber that one. Just make it all out, but for the casual especially, you need those leaderboards to start in Torment 1. And then, of course, like I said, if somebody, now all the casuals who can't beat Torment 1 or can't get past Torment 1, they can still test their strength in Torment 1 for the best leaderboard times, because they're not competing with a Torment 4 player who set the record in Torment 1 and has now set the record in Torment 4 and owns all the records, so it just diminishes the whole thing. No, take the Torments 1, 2, and 3 out of it for the top Torment 4 players, and once you compete, well, I'm not going to repeat myself. You heard what I said, but bottom line, that allows people in Torment 1 who would never get past that, or Torment 2, to still rank themselves in their playability, in their play style. And I think that that's something different that I don't know if I've heard other people suggest, or maybe they have and I'm just stupid. But that's all I've got to say. What do you think? Catch you guys later.